guys, welcome to another video. Today we are making beans, a bean stew. So we have the normal beans here. This is the one we used to make oshingali, and then oshingali, like in my native language. And then this one. These are just different types of beans. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna use this one because I don't want to make that today, but I am gonna boil these ones. These are just different types. I'm just gonna take a few, put them in there, take a few, okay, just a little bit more, and put them there. So the idea is that sorry, let me just let the water finish boiling because we are going to use that for our pot to boil the beans. So the idea here is that we will boil a little bit more of the beans. Let me just zoom in. We'll boil this one. We'll boil a little bit more than we need, and then what will happen is that we'll put the rest in the freezer, and then we'll take a few to like make the like the stew, so that next time when I need beans, whether for my rice or to make a stew, then I don't have to like to like boil and use that. So guys, if you have a name for what you call this in your language, let me know. As we call them omakonde in my language. In Oshuambo, we call them omakonde. Oshuambo is from northern Namibia, if you are watching outside of Namibia. So we call this omakonde or beans. But yeah, this is a mixed variety of beans. We have different ones, like I said, these other ones, the white ones. The white ones, we make them into another, I don't know if it's to call it a stew or rather a soup, maybe, I don't know, but in my language we call it oshingali. And then these ones, we like, you can either eat them like that, or like today I'm gonna make it into a stew. Very simple stew, very nutritious. As you know that beans are very nutritious, a good source of protein. Like you know, today I ran a 10-kilometer thank you to NetBank City Dash. So I am just gonna prepare a nutritious meal, really, especially proteins. You know, when you exercise, or when you do exercise, you must do lots of proteins, just so that your muscles also recovers. So yeah, so that is what we are going to do. But anyway, I'm not a health expert, by the way, in case somebody is watching and they're an expert. I can only tell you from what I've learned and what basically works for me, and this one does that. So yeah, come along with me. Let's cook beans just the normal way, and then after that we'll make it into a stew. We will serve it with we will basically serve it with rice, brown rice specifically, and I'll possibly add lentils to the brown rice. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, see you guys on the other side. So we'll just go ahead and give this a rinse before we add it to our pot. Awesome. Just gonna rinse it here. There's actually quite a lot because the beans, fill up, or I don't know, guys, English. Or I know like expand is not the right word, but yeah, if you know the right word and if you know what I mean, what beans do, help me out in the comment section. Actually, I must use another one. Just hold on. Guys, I was using a strainer, this one, but that's not how you wash beans. That's not how we grow up washing beans, because the idea is to, unless they have sand, yeah, but if they don't have sand, sorry about that. I was just saying you can wash them in a strainer if they have sand, but if they don't have sand, the idea is that anything which is not beans will literally come at the top. Then you can just remove it. So I haven't soaked them or anything, but yeah, I'm just gonna remove all the small stuff, and I'm just gonna pop it right away into the pot. So this you can get from the market, or you can get it from the north or from home. My sister got it for me at the market in the north. They are definitely much cheaper there than buying them in Windhoek. But if you don't have a choice, you can also buy them in the shop. I think I've also seen, like, especially the health shops selling this, you know, but they are quite expensive. Or was it in Spa where I saw them selling the ground, is it the ground nuts? It's not ground nuts, but I think it's the ground beans. I don't know, what is it called? I know the nuts it's the nuts, but it's not the ground nuts. It's the other ones, which are very, very popular here. So yeah, so we are just going to pop this. Our water is already boiling. The idea here, if you want your beans to like boil faster, do not add salt yet. You should only add salt once they are cooked. I don't know the reason. I think maybe the salt, I think, slows down the whole process. Maybe a scientist can tell us. My friend Julia, she knows herself. Please tell us why you don't add salt to the food. Twin Julia, not the other Julia, but Twinny Julia. Why don't you add salt to like beans? Because once you add it, it hardens. Maybe you can comment down below why that, you know, happens. So, but from again growing up and everything, if you are cooking dry beans or anything of this family, you do not add salt. Otherwise you are going to cook forever. It will eventually cook, but it's gonna take a very long time. So yeah, so the idea is that we are just gonna boil it. It's already boiling. I put hot water, guys. I just boiled the water in the kettle. Guys, if you are busy as I am, you know, you have to find faster ways to, like, you know, cook or to be in the kitchen, because there's no time to be 2 hours in the kitchen. So like you know, this I boiled the water in the kettle, and then I just put it in here. There is really no time to be in the kitchen for like 3 hours and stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna boil this. I'm just gonna cover it, and then I'm gonna let it boil. On the other side, I'll prepare brown rice. It also takes a little bit long, and then I'll show you guys if I do add lentils or not. But yeah, that's basically it. I'll also show you how to make the stew. Very simple, and everything. Yeah, the idea is to make a nutritious meal. All right, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna stop talking, and then I'm gonna let this boil. I'll cover it, and then I will show you guys on the other side. Awesome. Just another tip I wanted to give you guys. This, you know, beans, you must keep them in the fridge, or yeah, you must keep them in the fridge, and make sure that you don't, no moisture comes in here. Hence you need to like tie it out. Back in the village, our like parents had a way of, you know, preserving beans, if I remember very well. Like my mom will put it in a clay pot, and she will like add ash to it, and nothing happens to it, like, you know. But then if you put this out in the cupboard, trust me, like the insects will come. I don't know what those insects are called, but you know, it's the same thing with the flour, especially the like omahango flour. If you put it in a cupboard without putting it in the fridge, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be eaten up, and you won't find any beans. But if you do buy this, keep it in the fridge. Like I said, back in the village, our like parents had a way of like preserving this. If I remember, like my mom will add ash to the clay pot, mix it up, and just cover it, and the beans are gonna be fine. But here in Windhoek, my friends, you need to like put it in the fridge. Otherwise you won't find anything. So guys, I started boiling the brown rice. I think you have seen this from the last time. If you watched my video, that's what I'm using. And then I'm gonna add lentils. These are whole black lentils. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this. I'm going to wash it, and then I'll add it to here. So I've just started boiling this. I'm going to add this again. I'm not gonna add salt. I've just added a bit of oil, and then I'm just gonna boil it, because once I add the salt, it hardens everything, and it takes longer to, like, you know, cook. So I'm gonna rinse this, and then I'll add that. On the other side, our beans are boiling. They are doing very well. I can also smell them. So you can see how much we have put, and the pot is almost you know, full. So yeah, we're gonna finish boiling that. I'm just gonna cover it, and then yeah, I'm going to add the lentils to here. They cook around the same time with the brown rice. What I've done previously is also pre-boil them, put them in the freezer, but they don't really take as long as they cook. So again, there is no need to, like, you know, pre-cook them. You can just add them directly to your rice. I'm gonna add water. It must be covered, everything must be covered in water. I'm not adding any salt yet, just to avoid everything hardening. So I'm just gonna add this water I have boiled, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it to boil. Awesome. Once it cooks, I'm gonna add salt and everything, and then we'll take it from there. Cool. All right, our beans is ready, guys. It's ready. Let me show you. So I'm gonna take a bit of this and make stew. Just so yeah, it has boiled. I'm gonna take a bit of this and make stew, and the rest, as I said, I'm going to like put it in the freezer. So the idea is not to cook it completely, but this one has already cooked. It's done. And what I mean by not cooking it completely is because we are still gonna put it in the freezer, and when it comes out, you normally still add it to a stew. But this one is done. I'm busy making, you know, stew here. I have cut up my onions and my green pepper. I don't have tomatoes, but what I should add is tomatoes to make the stew. But I'm gonna use my tomato paste as usual, and then I am gonna add I'm going to add mushrooms. I haven't tried this before, but cooking is all about trying something different, and yeah, and seeing how it goes. So I'm gonna add my mushrooms to my bean stew, and then I'll let you guys know how it goes. At the same time, I'm also going to add my usual recipes. I'll take the garlic flakes because I don't have time to cut garlic today. Oh, actually I'm gonna use the one in the fridge, the crushed garlic. So I'll add chili flakes, and definitely my all-time favorite, you guys know by now, it's paprika, and then salt, and then coriander. Oh, I actually have fresh coriander from the last time, so I'm gonna be using that. And since we're adding coriander, we might as well just add some raja to just turn it into a nice curry, sort of like a curry bean stew. Okay, so this is ready. I'm going to go ahead and add in my garlic. Let me grab it from the fridge. So here's my onions, my garlic. So I'm gonna add the onions and green pepper to make my stew. On the other side, my oopsie. Oh, sorry guys. You know what we go through for filming. On the other side, our brown rice is ready. As you can see, with the lentils. I'm just finishing it off. I've added a bit of salt and a bit of salt. So here my onions are getting ready. Here my beans are ready. Guys, within an hour you can have your meal really. Yeah, like I said, I am going to add that paprika curry just to give it an Indian kick. I will also add some coriander, and yeah, I'll show you guys on the other side. I'll definitely show you before I add the beans, but this already smells amazing with the garlic. Garlic is always better if it's fresh, garlic, but if you don't have time like me today, you can just add the ones from the crushed ones. Those ones are also fine. But my absolute favorite is fresh garlic. In fact, I like to use fresh herbs. They are just really the best. So if you have an opportunity of using fresh herbs, do that, because they just give a different aroma to like everything else that you're cooking. Awesome. So guys, our stew here is getting ready. I've added mushrooms, as you can see. I have also added in curry, the one I had, and the paprika already. I've also added in coriander. I've chopped it up so that it can just release the flavor, and I've added it here. The last one I have here, I'm gonna add it as the last. And then right here we have our beans ready together with its soup. Please, it's very this water is very nutritious, so you shouldn't just drain it and throw it away. So use it in your stews, like here I'm gonna put it in there, and if I need any additional, I'll just take a bit more. Here I have another, I don't know, what do you call it? Is it like broth or water? But this is the one which I took from the brown rice and lentils. So I was just drinking it. It's almost like a tea, a soup. or a broth. It's just really amazing, and it's nutritious. So these are the things you don't throw away. So I had a bit of water in my brown rice and lentils, and the brown rice and lentils was getting ready, so I had to drain out the rest of the water. So I have put it in here, and yeah, so this is going on. You can just imagine how amazing this will be with the tomato. But like I said, we don't have tomato. I've added only 1 teaspoon of each of the paprika and 1 for the curry, and just added a little bit more. So I've just put in a bit of not a bit but a generous amount. I would say it's 2 teaspoons of the tomato paste, and I'm just gonna stir. I'm going to stir. Just gonna burn it a bit. You could have also added bay leaves. I didn't think of that from the beginning, but why not, just for flavor, since I remembered it. I add bay leaves. Let me just show you the packet. This is the one I use, but you can use any bay leaves just for flavor. I'm just gonna let it burn a bit, just so that it can release flavor. There is really a difference between boiling something and just frying something. The flavor releases much more when you are just frying it. But yeah, so I'm gonna add my beans. I've just taken 2 spoons, so I'm just gonna pour it in there. As you can see, at the same time, I am also going to add this one from the brown rice and lentils, just to make more soup. You can already see how amazing that looks. So yeah, so I'm going to let this simmer, and then our stew will be ready. I'll show you guys on the other side, but I've basically shown you everything. You can see how amazing our stew look like, and I've simply used this water, so I didn't add in additional water. So I used all the broth from the beans which I boiled, and then also a bit from the brown rice. This one I'm going to drink it up, but broth, our stew is literally ready. So I'm gonna add some salt to taste. This one you must just be careful. This is not where your ancestor tells you that it's enough, but just put in a bit of salt. I believe it's enough. Awesome. And just to conclude with this one, I didn't add in additional salt anymore. I'm gonna pack it away, put it in the fridge, and then as we cook it, we'll add the salt. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in the freezer. Actually, I'm just gonna wait for it to cool down. It also just tastes really nice on its own. You could have just added in a bit of salt and oil, or like omagazi, even omagazi gongobe, like the what do you call it now, the cow fat. I don't know what to call it, guys, English, but yeah, you could have added in cow fat and just had it with that on its own. It would have tasted also amazing. But yeah, here we are making stew. Like I said, we're gonna have it with our rice, which is right here ready, our brown rice and lentils, and then yeah, I'll let you guys know how it tastes, but I'll also show you at the end. And at this point, I just want it to simmer really, so I will just reduce the heat. It's already at 4, so I'm gonna put it at 3 and let it just boil a bit and let it simmer. Awesome. See you guys on the other side. There we go. Lovely, lovely stew. I'm gonna taste it in a bit, but before we do that, just gonna garnish it with coriander. And yeah, there we go, guys. There we go. Thank you. I am gonna show you my plate, but we are gonna leave it here. We are done with our stew. If you are watching this, please subscribe. Many of you guys are watching my videos and I really appreciate it, but you have not subscribed, so please hit that red button, subscribe, please comment, please like the video. Also turn on your post notification so that you can be notified every time we release a video. We release a video about 1 to like 2 times a week. So just help me grow the channel. Share the videos with your friends and family, and let them subscribe as well. I really appreciate it as you follow me and I share my like food experiences and my passion. I love making good meals, so I'm really just sharing my like experiences and yeah, come along with me as I cook. And thank you so much again for watching. If you have watched up to this point, please hit the like button, turn on your post notification, leave a comment, sweet comment, or like if you have any like questions, or just comment on how you do this in your country, or like where you are from. And yeah, let me know, guys, and let's really interact in the comment section. Awesome. I'm gonna leave it here, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm just gonna leave a few like pictures after this, but that's it for now. Thank you so much, and bye bye.